COH4. This is ethylene. Ethylene was going from the left and make the abscission zone in the leaves, and the leaves fall down. Okay? So ethylene gas affected leaves abscission. From that time, 1901, people begin to search what ethylene is doing. And ethylene is doing everything. But we will concentrate on the ripening. Now, we have process associated with food ripening. Look in banana. In banana, we are giving artificial ethylene. We have ethylene in cylinder. The ethylene in cylinder is from the gasoline industry, okay? It's coming from the gasoline industry. We have ethylene in cylinders. And we are giving it to banana, and the banana becomes from green to yellow. However, the fruit are very smart, and they can make ethylene alone. Not from artificial. This is endogenous ethylene. This is exogenous ethylene. You understand the difference between endogenous and exogenous? Endo, it's inside. Exo, it's outside. Okay? So endogenous ethylene, this tomato still green. When it will be ripened, more ripened, it will make ethylene. Molecule of ethylene, simple ethylene. And what this ethylene will make, not only make the red color, it will make the fruit softer, it will make the taste of the tomato, it will make everything, this ethylene. Okay, now, all fruit belong to two types. Climacteric and non-climacteric. Some of you know the Kilimanjaro? Yeah, Kilimanjaro is a big mountain in Africa. It has a climax, okay? Remember the Kilimanjaro, remember climacteric peak. When the climacteric peak, there is increase in ethylene with time after harvest. And then there is also increase in respiration. Respiration and ethylene go together. Why? Because to make ethylene, we need energy. And the energy is a chemical energy which called ATP. I will explain. Okay? The CO2 increase, make ATP, give energy to make ethylene. So, climacteric fruit is fruit that there is a big change. For example, avocado. You know avocado never ripen on the tree. You know it?
Yes.
Never. Why? You don't have ethylene on the tree. So only after abscission of the avocado from the tree, then start to make ethylene. Okay? That's nice. Other fruit, there are other fruit, for example, peaches. You know peach? Maybe it's not a good example. Mango. Mango is a green one. You don't have ethylene. When it changes to pink, to red, then it starts on the tree to make ethylene, like the tomato. Okay? So mango is also climacteric fruit because it makes ethylene. However, citrus, all citrus, and grape don't have ethylene. They are non-climacteric. There is climacteric and non-climacteric. They ripen without ethylene. They ripen because the acidity going down and the sugar increase. This is something different. But how you can know which one is climacteric and which one is non-climacteric? To make ethylene, you need energy, okay? And the energy is coming from respiration. To make respiration, you need sugar. And the sugar comes from starch, reserve starch. Fruit like banana have a lot of starch when it's green. The starch is breaking down to sugar. The sugar in respiration make energy. The energy make the ethylene. Make sense? Citrus don't have starch. Grape don't have starch. So they ripen differently. Okay? They need to produce the sugar, not from starch. So fruit with starch usually will be climacteric. Okay, so you can see non-climacteric don't make ethylene. And also, there's after harvest, their CO2, the respiration is going down. Why? They don't have substrate for respiration. They don't have the starch.
Mango.
And what interesting about it, you see, I told you citrus is not climacteric, but the peach is influenced by the ethylene, change the color. Okay. So process associated with food ripening, changes in respiration. Usually the respiration in climacteric fruit increased oxygen consumption and CO2 production in climacteric. Membrane and cell wall changes, increased membrane permeability and ion leakage. Okay, depolymerization of pectins and other cell wall result in softening. The food becomes softened. All these things is chemistry. You need to know more chemistry, biochemistry to understand all the process going here. Okay, we have also other things. Change in the color, in the composition. Starch to sugar conversion, loss of acidity. We have pigment analysis, synthesis, like anthocyanin. Anthocyanin we have in pink or red. In persimmon, you know persimmon? Not all of you. You don't know persimmon? Persimmon grow a lot in Japan. So polymerization of tannins. Here we have tannins. When you touch the food, you cannot eat it. It needs to be polymerization of the tannin to remove astringency. And we have more increase in flavor. Okay. Here are a factor of what the ethylene is doing is promote food ripening. How what we see here three different fruits, all of them have a big, how we call this? I don't know. It's not exactly, I don't know. We call it palm fruit. We call all this fruit palm fruit because of this big seed. It's not exactly seed. I don't find the name in English. So this is nectarine, peach, and plum. You know this fruit? Okay, this fruit is grown in North Israel, and of course in Europe. It's need cold temperature. That's the reason it's grow more in the north. Now, what interests about it, it's climacteric fruit. What it means climacteric? They have starch, they can make sugar, they can make ethylene, they can change their firmness by themselves. However, we have a big problem of people that are going to the orchard and taking the fruit at night before the farmer market it. Just steal it. Just somebody work 1 year to have the fruit, and then one night somebody come and steal the fruit. So before stealing the fruit, the farmer is picking the fruit when it's not completely ready. It's not completely ripened. He does not make ethylene by himself. He takes the fruit and he gives artificial ethylene to make the fruit more ripened in the market. It's not the best thing for the fruit. because the taste is not superb when you give it before it finished ripening. You understand? But we are doing it in business. Also, the price for the fruit at the beginning of the season is much better. So sometimes the farmer taking the fruit before it's completely ready, and he gives ethylene. He gives ethylene. In this case, he gives 100 ppm. What is ppm? Part per million. Very little amount. You know what is part per million? Oh my goodness, you don't know. Oh, I need to teach you what is ppm. Wait.
PPM kasi 20 sa Pilipinas. Pongpong Marcos. Pongpong Marcos.
All of you know what is percent. When I say 5%, what it's been? When I say 5%, for example, it's 5 divided by 100. 5 part in 100, that's right? What is ppm? 5 ppm. 5 ppm part per million, it's the same 5 million. Instead of 100 million. I will make it simple, 10 in the power of 6. You know this one in mathematics? 10 in the power of 6. Part per million. 5 parts per million. Very little amount. So ethylene we give in ppm. I will teach you today about ppb. Part per billion. Very little amount. Inhibitor of ethylene we give in ppb. Okay? So what is ppb? For example, 5 ppb is 5 billion. What is billion? Billion is 10 in the power of 9. Billion. Look, you need to get to know all these numbers if you want to be billionaire or millionaire. How you will be if you don't know how much it is. You understand? I am joking. Probably you will not be billionaire, but maybe millionaire. Okay, so these are the relations. So ethylene in this case, they give 100 ppm, part per million for 48 hours. So they can give in different temperatures. That's what we do in the industry. We give a different temperature and it will be, the colder the temperature they give, you see 15 degrees Celsius, 20, 25. For example, the time of the days to ripen in nectarine 6.9, 4.3 days, 3.2, okay? And if we make average of the 3 cultivar here, so 15 degrees is 6 days, this is 4 days, this is 3 days. Okay, why it's important? Okay, the business of corn fruit is not so big, but the business of banana is huge. It's the biggest business in the world that make ethylene to banana in Philippines or in Costa Rica or in Rotterdam or in Russia or in Israel. All over the world we give ethylene. Or India, big ethylene. Giving. So if we have a room for giving ethylene, we can control how fast we need the fruit to the market. If the market is empty, we will give the ethylene at higher temperature. We will give the ethylene at 20 degrees. While higher temperature more quick, there are enzymes are catalysator. They work quickly at 20 degrees. If we don't want so quickly to ripen the fruit, we will give it 16 degrees, more cold. You understand?
Yes.
Like this, we control the marketing. We are controlling the marketing by the different temperatures. Other way to control the marketing is out by changing the percent, not 100 ppm, we can give 10 ppm. You understand? We are controlling the market. And this is a big, big business all over the world. If you will work in packing house of banana, or in India, mango, in California, of avocado, we are given ethylene. Also to citrus, we are given ethylene. You know citrus. At the beginning of the season, the citrus, the orange is green. Okay? And then the farmers say, wow, I need the money, what I will do with this green oranges. Orange, it's orange, need to be orange. I will give ethylene. He give ethylene to this green orange and send to the market. It's only change the color of the peel. It does not change inside sugar or taste. The taste is not good, it's too acidic. You understand?
Yes.
We need the tree to make the sugar because it's non-climacteric fruit. Only in climacteric fruit there is starch to make sugar. Here the fruit will be tasty. In citrus, it just changed the color. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Good, I will give you pictures. Okay? Also the firmness is different, you see? At the beginning, this nectarine, peach, and plum are more firm. This is in kilogram. How much kilogram power you need to put in penetrating the fruit? So you see at the beginning, the nectarine is 5.3 kilogram, but then without ethylene, it will make alone 1. The firmness. Here you see different amount, 20 ppm ethylene is 0.8. Just look the plum. The plum was 2.8 at harvest. No ethylene after 4 days at 20 is 1.7. With 20 ppm ethylene is much softer. Okay? So we have a big difference with ethylene, without ethylene, and how quick we want to control the food. Okay, but you know, ethylene is not giving only good things. It's also give bad things. And one of the things you see, it make more quick the ripening. Cucumber is non-climacteric. Cucumber is just water and that's it inside. You don't have starch, cucumber. So, but what it is doing, the ethylene, break down the chlorophyll. And then nobody wants cucumber, which is yellow. Cucumber should be green. And now for the onion, people that want dry onion don't want green onion. It's enhance the sprouting of the onion. Not good. Not good. Look the color of the tomato, bad. And look, here they give only 1 ppm. You remember 1 per million. Very little amount of ethylene. And you can see the cucumber. Here it begins to be yellow, but something worse. On the yellowing there is fungus. You see? The fungi here. So ethylene is not in every place is good. And what it means, you cannot put in the same room banana and cucumber. Why? Banana, when it changes ripening, make ethylene. And the ethylene the banana is doing will influence on the cucumber and make the cucumber yellow and rotten. You understand?
Yes.
So if you have a good packing house, you don't mix non-climacteric and climacteric fruit in the same room. Okay? Okay, other bad things that ethylene can make is to make a induction of phenolic compound. This phenolic compound can be bad to our health. Okay, for example, in carrot is the isocoumarine, and in sweet potato is ipomemaron. Okay, in asparagus it's make lignification, and russet spot on lettuce, not good. Here is the russet. This is, you see, it's more russet. And we don't see so much difference. Okay. And other things, in the post-harvest of flour, I will not talk a lot about flour, but this is also big business, flour. You know, the export of Thailand, you know what is the main export from Thailand? What? The flour, but which flour? The orchid. You know orchid?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, this is a very good business. Why? It's expensive. Orchid. So in Thailand they grow orchid and they export it all over the world, and they need to keep that ethylene will not make the flowers to fall down. Okay? In carnation, it's a big trouble falling the flower because of the abscission. And you remember Dmitry in Russia that he found this ethylene falling the leaves. So this is another thing that is not good for flower. And look, here they show the ethylene here influence on the abscission zone. So also, I don't know how many of you harvest mango, for example. You did not harvest. Okay, you go into the harvesting, and with your hand you hold the mango, okay? Not with the scissor, okay? If you succeed to take it easily, that means there is abscission zone. That means ethylene start to work. Okay? Then you can pick it. It's not only for mango, it's for all fruit. I have at home pomelo. You know pomelo? Nobody knows pomelo.
No.
Pomelo is some kind of citrus, big one.
Yes.
Like fruit, but not
Bongan.
like
Yes. Bongan. Suha.
it's a combination.
Chinese
Pomelo.
pomelo.
And you hold it, and if you go quickly, that means
Suha
there
man
is
yun.
abscission, that means you can pick it. Okay? So this abscission zone is here. We are having it with ethylene. Now, long time in packing house, the forklift, you know what is the forklift? The machine that takes out the pallets. Okay? It was on gasoline. And gasoline make ethylene. Exactly like the lamp in Russia that make ethylene from the burning of the gas. Okay? And this doesn't make ethylene, and then the packing house was contaminated with ethylene. And ethylene can influence on the fruit. So you can see here, in the packing house, at 6 o'clock in the morning, the level of ethylene, this is in ppm, very low, 0.1 ppm. During the walk in the packing house, it was going up to 0.6 ppm, and at night it was going down. Because of this graph, no packing house is allowed to use a forklift of gasoline, only electric one. Now, you think it's as simple. It's not simple. This is revolution. This is the revolution. We are going now to electric car. No gasoline. I'm sorry, I have a car with gasoline. Okay? And I don't have electric car. But my son have electric car, and the husband of my daughter have electric car, so I see the revolution. I see the revolution, and it's very, very, how we call it, running. Okay, running. Nobody wants gasoline car anymore. So when you go home, buy electric car. Okay. But this is the revolution. It started in the packing house, in the forklift. Okay? The forklift was on gasoline. It was make ethylene by burning the gasoline, make ethylene that influence on the quality of the fruit. Influence the quality of the fruit. For example, if there was banana, the banana become yellow, the tomato become red, and also rotten and so on. So now only electric car in the forklift. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. We will go next week, we will buy. For all of you, electric car. Oh, we will not buy the Tesla. It's too expensive. We will buy the Chinese one. They make the Chinese a lot of electric car. Okay. Now, I talk a lot about ethylene as a gas. However, you know, you cannot spray gas in the field. You cannot. To go and spray gas. Impossible. So, we developed, not me, okay, we developed a formulation that we can have liquid ethylene. It's not ethylene, it's liquid, slow release of ethylene. Okay, there are different liquid ethylene, and this is the ethafone called ethafone. There are different colors. Wait a minute, I need to see. The ethylene is the atom in white. The green one is fluor. Here there are phosphoric acid, and this is water. Water. 2 H and 1 O. This water break down the ethafone and make and release ethylene plus phosphoric acid plus chlor. And this ethafone is 2-fluoro, you don't need to know the name, ethane, phosphoric acid, and it's released ethylene. What it means? We have a bottle of liquid, we can spray it in the field, and the fruit will ripen on the tree. I want to tell you a story. I have a farmer, he was a religious farmer, and he called me on Friday afternoon, and I know he is religious, and I say to him, what happened? And he said to me, Edna, you wouldn't believe, all my papaya, I afraid they have a virus. And I need to take out the fruit. And the fruit is not ready. What I can do? Friday afternoon. And I say to him, run quickly to the orchard. Take ethafone, bottle of ethanol. Make dilution and spray all the orchard with this ethafone. And what this ethafone will make, will ripen the papaya on the tree. And papaya you have all ages. You know papaya.
Yeah.
You have very green and less green and so. Spray everything with this ethafone. And then on Sunday, probably you will have some ripened fruit. And that's what happened. And all the orchard, he saved the fruit, okay? He succeeded to sell them because they were ripened. Okay? So to make good business, you need to know some chemistry
Yeah.
and to know what to do. What to do to save the fruit before it will be finished. Okay?
Mag-restaurant ka na.
So this is the ethylene. Now we use it in many things. For example, in apple, when the color of the apple is not good enough, not red enough, I'm talking about the red one, not the garden green. And the farmer wants to be more red. More red is more anthocyanin. He is spraying with ethylene or a trail, any slow release of ethylene, is spraying in the orchard, and the apple will be much better color. You see the point?
Yeah.
So we are making a lot of manipulation. It's also influence on flower. It's also influence in a lot of things. And we are talking about post-harvest. In places, for example, like Sri Lanka, like India, when the farmer, the packing house, afraid to use the ethylene gas, afraid, it's too dangerous for them, they are taking a bed of this ethylene with water, and they put inside, they dip the fruit inside, and that will make the warm. It will make it more red, more ripened, and so on. Okay? They are doing it in mango. In India, they grow a lot of mango. So they are doing this method. Okay, we are using commercial use of ethylene. I told you in citrus, we are giving it to change the color. With that, change the color. In banana, number one. You see, we start with this banana and then we add different grade from 1 to 7.
Kasi starch.
7 is overripe. But we are giving not only to banana, we are giving also to tomato,
Citrus sila sa starch.
to avocado, to mango, to papaya, to persimmon, to honeydew melon. I am not sure if this video will go. If not, I will show you with the whipped. I am not sure. No, you see, it's not working. Okay. Now, we are also giving to tomato. Why we need to give tomato ethylene? We don't do it in Israel. The only place we are giving it, it's USA. Maybe also Canada. Why? Why they give ethylene to tomato? Because tomato, I show you, very easily they make endogenous, and you go in the greenhouse of tomato, you take by the color, when it change the color to pink, you pick it, it's very nice. Why we need to give ethylene? Ethylene costs money. Anyone have answer?
Because Canada is cold temperature.
Why, I don't think.
Because
Yes.
Canada is a cold temperature there. Of cold
I
temperature.
did not hear.
Hey, I did not hear.
I mean the USA and Canada is cold place.
For what?
Yeah, they have low relative humidity.
No. That can be a good answer.
Yeah.
But the reason is because of tomato soup and ketchup. That's the reason. Now I will explain. For the industry, and tomato sauce and ketchup, you know McDonald's.
Yeah.
They need a lot of ketchup. Also Kentucky Fried Chicken need a lot of ketchup. They live on ketchup. So for this industry, they need red tomato. Okay? So, and then a lot. So in USA, they pick the tomato by robots, by machine. They have the field, they are taking all the field with the machine, cutting all the tomato when they are green. Because you cannot cut with machine red tomato.
Yeah.
It will be soup. It will not remain. So it's remain green tomato. And they bring the green tomato to the packing house, and what they are doing, giving ethylene. They don't wait, the green tomato in the field will be ready. Okay, so they pick all the field in one day with a big combine, bring it to the packing house, give it ethylene, and this is used for making tomato sauce, to make ketchup, to make tomato pasta, big industry. You see the point?
Yeah.
But that's because they cannot wait. It will be red if they want to use robot in the field. So this is another revolution. Soon everything will be robot. But in tomato, it's already done in USA. We don't have it in Israel. We still have enough people to pick the tomato. So now this is the rules to change the tomato. Now I want to show you. This is picture. I will show you video. This is not interest. This is starting in the beginning before ethylene. This is after ethylene, the banana, and you can see it's such a big business that the rooms are huge. It's three floor of pallets. It's a lot of banana. Okay, to give ethylene. In tomato, we don't have three floor because it's less big business, only 2 floor of pallets of tomato. But look something interesting. How we can control how quick the banana and the tomato will be ready. If we give only 1 ppm, this is the control, this is 1 ppm, this is 10 ppm. You can see that, maybe I have it better here, no. You can see in the control what we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green, 1 pin, not pin, breaker, 1 pin, 1 red. When we give only 1 ppm, we have 2, 3 green, 3 breaker, maybe 1 red light and 3 red. When we give 10 ppm, all of them, all the 10 are red. What it means, we can control with the level of ethylene we give, what color will be the tomato. That's right?
Okay.
Here is how to give a citrus tomato. And this is the greening of grapefruit, not nice picture. This is an old picture, but you can see it without ethylene, plus ethylene. And this is the one that all what I explained to you about percent. You look good about this picture. This is a real picture. Banana ripening room after explosion. This is terrible accident. Ethylene gas concentration over 2.7% may be explosive. Avoid reaching gas level. That's the reason in undeveloped country or less developed country, accidents can happen. And then people don't want to use the gas and they use other alternatives like catalytic, that I show you the company from USA, catalytic, with catalysator, or the dipping with slow release. But I want to tell you a story, a very sad story that I experienced, again, many years ago. I was working with banana, with farmer that I knew him. When I say knew, that means it's bad. The story is bad. And he put small farmer, not the big packing house. And he put banana in a small room, okay?
Yeah.
He offered full banana, and he flushed the cylinder open like you open gas for cooking.
Oh.
He opened this one, and he was going to lunch. going to lunch. He came from lunch.
Nag-lunch na.
He entered the room, and the only thing he did, he opened the light. It was not a LED light like this. It was the time, you remember neon have ignition, like a starter of a car.
Yes.
Any one of you drive?
Yes.
You remember the starter?
Yes.
There was in the neon, long before the LED,
Yes.
there was a starter. Remember?
Yes.
Anyone?
Yes.
Good. Anyone? Somebody remember? I still have it on one neon at home. So it makes and this make explosion. And all the room was full with ethylene because he flushed the ethylene. And the room was full of banana. So there was no free air. And there was no way to ethylene to go. No way to go. Okay? And he was at the enter of the room, just opening the light. And of course, he was dead. Okay?
Yes.
Also in the lab, I know this accident. Walking with ethylene, an explosion, and dead. Young people, very, 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 very safe. That's the reason I am explaining the dangers about this. Okay? Don't worry, in the last year, everything computerized and everything is controlled very well. And we have alternative. Because of the accident, we have very safe alternative. But now, just for mathematics, I got? Okay. So it says the ethylene is explosive 2.7%. Okay. 2.7, this is not nice. 2.7%, yes. 2.7. What is 2.7? 2.7 I divided by 100. 100 is 10 in the power of 2. And I multiply it by 10 in the power of 6 by million. Okay? Then I am making, you go over me, I am taking this one and it will be 10 in the power of 4. This one is going out. 2.7 multiplied 10 in the power of 4 is 7,000. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 ppm. Okay, so you see the mistake.
Yes.
The explosion occurs when somebody, instead of 1 ppm, 1 ppm is a lot of ethylene. Sometimes we give 10 ppm, sometimes 50, sometimes 5 ppm. Very little amount we are giving. Instead of 100 ppm, okay, banana we give 100 ppm. If instead of 100 ppm, they gave 27,000 ppm. Okay? In 27,000 ppm, which is not normal to give, but it's just by accident, okay? The room is full of 27,000 ppm, there is the explosion. Okay? Now such accident, okay, you see I'm quite, have a lot of experience, so I remember things before 50 years, 30 years. So now we have all the alarm in Israel, okay? I don't know other country, we have all the alarm. If something go over the level of 100 ppm, you understand?
No.
Everything is controlled by computers and so on. So such accidents don't occur in the last years. Okay? However, if you don't have this alarm, if you don't have this good computer, it's better to use alternative. And the alternative are two, using the catalytor, the company that sells catalytor, I will explain. In that catalytic, they are using ethanol as the substrate. What is the ethanol? I need not to make mistake.
Ano, may prutas ka, kasi gusto mo.
You see what I am doing?
Pakalbo ka. Yan yung kalbo. Tapos, talaga mo
You can
tinitingnan.
see,
Tingnan mo lang yun.
this is ethanol.
Ang ganda mo.
Ethanol is C2, no double bond. Here it's CH3, here you have the OH. The OH is the ethanol, okay? And what happened? With the catalysator, with some catalysator, okay? We are taking a molecule of water, taking out. And if you look what happened, any one of you know chemistry? Nobody. This is organic chemistry. Okay? We become, and we got, instead of one bond, two bond, and the four H's. We get from ethanol, ethylene. And of course, this is a safe method, and you have ethylene. You just open on, off, you put the water, not water, the solution of ethanol, and you get ethylene. Now it's expensive. Everything is expensive. Okay? But it's possible. I told you. Small island near South Africa, Mauritius, they use it. They don't mind, they use it. So this is the one solution, but the easy solution is buying Ethylene and a trail, putting in solution. I will show you video how they do it in India. In India, because they make okay, I will go to drink water. Remember this picture.